In this video, we will be looking at the Roman number system. Now, there are 7 alphabets in the Roman system. The Roman system uses capital letters. So we have I, we have II, we have III, IV, V, X, L, C, D, and M. And these are the representation of these symbols. So I stands for 1, II represents 2, III represents 3, while IV represents 4, and V represents 5. While we have X for 10, L 50, and so on and so forth, right up to M, which is 100. Now, when you think of M, remember the word millennium, okay? So that is 1,000. When you think about C, you can think about the word century, which is 100 years, okay? So these are the Roman symbols we use, that is used in representation. So let's see some few examples of writing numbers in Roman numerals. So let's take, for instance, if we're asked to write 25 in the Roman system. So 25 will be 20 plus 5, okay? So we have 20, 2 tenths plus 5 units, all right? So 2 tenths will be X, okay? And then we have 5, which is V. So this is how we will write 25 in the Roman numeral. Now, another example will be 105, okay? 105. So 105, we know that 100 is C, sorry, and then 5 is V. So 105 will be CV. Okay, let's see another example. Let's say we have 2011. Okay, 2011. So if we are to represent 2011, it will be 1000 plus 1000, making 2000. So it will be M, okay, and then X, we have X and I. Okay, so this is how we will represent 2011 in the Roman numeral system. Okay. Now, another thing to note about the Roman system is you can only use the same alphabet more than 3 times in a row. Take, for instance, if I want to, let's say I'm giving the number 49, okay, 49 to represent in the Roman system. We cannot write, let's take for instance 40. We cannot write 40 to be equals to, let's say X, 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 okay? So this X is occurring 4 times consecutively. So this is not acceptable in the Roman system. Rather, what we will do is we will say 40 is 10 less than 50, okay? So we know the Roman numeral for 50 is L, okay? While 10 is X. So this is the way we will represent 40 in the Roman system. So it will be 50 minus X, okay? So it's just like saying 50 minus 10, okay? So 50 minus 10 is 40. So that is what XL represents, okay? So anytime you are writing a Roman numeral, you have to make sure that you don't write more than 3 symbols consecutively, okay? The maximum you can write is 3 symbols consecutively, okay? So we've written 40. How about 9? Same thing goes for 9. If I'm to write 9, I cannot write 9 as, let's say we have 5, which is V, I. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5, giving it to give us what? It will give us 9, isn't it? Now, this is not acceptable in the Roman system. Rather, the way we will write it is we know 10, okay? We know 10 to be X, okay? So we will write 1 less than 10, okay? So it's always before the bigger number. The small symbol is always before the bigger symbol. So anytime you see a smaller symbol or a smaller number before a bigger number, just know that those 2 numbers are the same 15. Okay, so this is 9. This is 9. So this is how we will represent 9 in the Roman system. I hope this makes sense. Okay, let's see other examples. Let's say we're asked to represent 352. So 352. So representing 352, we know 100 is C. Okay, so we have C, have another 100, making 200, plus another 100 gives us 300. Okay, now 50 is L. So write our L, and then we have 2, which is I. Okay, so this is how we will represent 352 in Roman numerals. All right, now we can also transcribe from the Roman numeral system to the normal system we have. So let's take, for instance, we have XLVI. Okay, XLVI. Now, remember what I said. If you have a smaller digit, okay, let me see, you have a smaller digit. This here is a smaller digit before a bigger digit. So once you see that, you should know that those two digits are 1. Okay, they are one number. So XL is one number. They are not separately. Okay, so XL is the same thing as saying 40. Okay, because X is 10, while while L is 50. So that will be 50 minus 10, which is equals to 40. Okay, and then we have VI, which is okay, let me write my 40 and just add them together, plus VI, which is 6. Okay, so V is 5. Let me just add it like this, plus 1. Okay, so that will give us 46. I hope I make sense. All right, let's see another example quickly. So we have XCIX. All right, XCIX. So we have a smaller digit before a bigger one. So a smaller symbol before a bigger symbol. So that means these two symbols are the same. All right. So C minus X. So subtracting X from C, which is 100. So 100 minus 10 will give us 90. All right. So I'll write my 90 plus IX. Okay. So another scenario again, IX. We have 1 and 10. 1 is smaller than 10. Okay, so we'll subtract 1 from 10, which will give us what? Which will give us 9. All right, so 90 plus 9 is equals to 99. All right, so this is how we deal with Roman numeral. This if you understand these few concepts, you should be okay with the Roman number system.